Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Fixing Stupid. And today, join me as we tackle the political compass. Alright, so here we go. Page 1 of 6. It's not a long test here. It says test, it's multiple choice. But let me address firstly, strongly disagree, agree, or strongly disagree. Now, for this one, I'm going to say, let's not be pussies here. If you disagree, say strongly disagree. And if you agree, say strongly agree. Because what the fuck is that spectrum? If you agree with something, have the damn balls to strongly agree or disagree with something. So anyway, maybe I'll read all of these questions. Maybe I won't, because you should be able to read, but I'll get into that later. If economic globalism is inevitable, it should primarily serve humanity rather than the interest of transnational corporations. Well, if economic globalism is inevitable, which, the main thing here is if. I don't think it is, but let's just say, okay, if it is, it should serve humanity. I strongly agree. Fuck transnational corporations. Who gives a fuck? But then again, it's kind of interesting. Globalism and transnational. So, I mean, what the hell does that mean? Isn't globalism transnational? I'd always support my country, whether it was right or wrong. Well, what fucking moron would do that? Disagree. No one chooses his or her country of birth, so it's foolish to be proud of it. It's like, okay, so you don't give a fuck about your ancestors, so strongly disagree with that. We came to America for a reason. Our race has superior qualities. Ooh. No, here's if you're racist or not. Compared with other races. Well, no. What race? Because obviously, if you're black, just kidding, why would you feel you're superior? Unless you're talking basketball. But if you're Asian, you're going to feel superior, So, but anyways, that's bullshit. That's fucking racist as fuck. Strongly disagree. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yeah, if you're a retard. They're not your friend. You might use them, but they're not your fucking friend. Come on. Military action and defies international law is sometimes justified? Of course it is. Of course. Research the Korean War. Who will do that, I wonder. There is now a worrying fusion of information and entertainment. Well, any goddamn moron would agree with that strongly. Next page. I'm going to go through these quickly. People are ultimately blah, 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 blah. Okay, hang on. People are ultimately divided more by class than nationality. This is an attack on capitalism versus nationalism. Obviously, people are divided by nationality more than class. Every country has class issues, but not every country speaks the same fucking language. That's retarded. This is like an IQ test for morons. And if you identify with the left when you take this test at my political compass, politicalcompass.org, then if you're on the left, totalitarian left, then you're just a fucking moron. People are ultimately divided more by, controlling inflation is more important than controlling unemployment? Of course it is. You don't want to print money because corporations can be trusted, blah, 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 blah. Corporations require regulation? Look, if there's a free market and you have a corporation that's destroying the environment that you live in, are you going to buy their product? Fuck no. Do we need regulation to control these evil? No. So again, It's only strongly or strongly because screw this passive disagree or, you know what I mean? Come on. Okay, now this is the important one here. From each according to his ability, to each according to his need, is a fundamentally good idea. That's right out of the Communist Manifesto. So if you're a communist, you would strongly agree, but I hate communism, so strongly disagree. Because who is going to decide what their ability is or what their need is? Oh, just an evil dictator. It's a sad reflection on our society that something as basic as drinking water is now a bottled, branded consumer product. Well, do you trust your tap water? Do you drink from the toilet like your dog? I'll buy my bottled water. Of course, it's not a sad reflection. Fuck you. Disagree. I can't click that one enough. Land should be a commodity bought and sold. It shouldn't be? Yeah. Fuck you. I should be able to buy land and sell it. It's regrettable that... Okay, this one says, people who manipulate money in the stock market make a profit. And that's unfortunate. It's sad. No, I disagree with that. If you can make money, make it. Any means. Protectionism is sometimes necessary trade. Of course, obviously. Any moron who played Monopoly would know that. Well, are you going to trade Boardwalk for Baltic Avenue? Of course not. Retard. The only social responsibility of a company should be to deliver a profit to its shareholders. Well, of course, because if it doesn't, it's going out of business. And where are you going to work? That's primarily number one. The rich are too highly taxed. Yeah, they are. But they don't pay taxes because of loopholes created by the rich. So, to say they're too highly taxed is an oxymoron. So I'm going to say I disagree with that. Or no. Well, I disagree with the loopholes they created, but they're not too highly taxed because they get away with the loopholes. But I'm going to say they are too highly taxed because that destroys incentive to become rich. If you make $1 an hour, do you want to pay 50 cents, half of what you make? What's the difference if you make $1 million a year? Is it fair for you to pay half? No. It's fucking ridiculous. With those the ability to pay should have access to higher standards of medical care. Of course they should. If you can pay for a better doctor, you should get a better doctor. Government should penalize businesses that mislead the public. Well, of course they should. We have laws already. False advertising, for example. A genuine free market, restrictions on the ability of predator. Well, yeah, I mean, a genuine free market requires restrictions on the ability of predator multinationals. Yes, because multinationalism is globalism, and a free market is anti-globalism. The freer their market, the freer their people. Any moron would click strongly agree. 3 of 6. I'm going to try. Abortion. Okay, here we go. Now we're getting personal. Abortion is when the life of the mother is not threatened. It should be always illegal. Well, you know what? I tend to agree, but I'm not being a pussy. I'm going to say strongly agree. Fuck you. You know, you got raped. Maybe you shouldn't have been at that party at 2 a.m. like your dad didn't fucking raise you to be. Oh, where's your dad? You grew up without a father? Yeah, well, that's a whole other episode right there. No, doctors take an oath to save lives, not kill them. All authority should be questioned. What are you, a moron? You should always question authority. An eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth. What are you, a Muslim or a Jew? You read the Old Testament, Leviticus? Come on. Strongly disagree with that. That's evil. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up any theaters or museums that cannot survive on a commercial basis. See, they throw museums in there, but really, a theater? When was the last time you went to a theater that was funded by your taxpayer dollars? It's always museums. So they throw that in there to fuck with you. But no. If you're running a business that is failing, you're not getting my taxpayer dollars. No. Oh, I mean, I agree. Yeah. Taxpayers should not be expected to prop up. No, I'm not paying you. Schoolers should not make classrooms attendance compulsory. I disagree with that. If you're going to class, I want to know if you're there. All people have their rights, but it's better for us to their kind. That's racist as fuck. I disagree. Good parents sometimes spank their children, of course, and really not enough. There's some of you out there that are not spanking your kids because you just want to be the cool parent, but you don't want to be good parents. Because good parents spank their fucking kids. It's natural for children to keep... Of course, yeah. Like, I didn't tell my mom every time I jerked off in the woods. I mean, come on. Of course you're going to keep secrets. Possessing marijuana should be... No. Whatever you do to your body is yours. Unless you're neglecting your responsibilities as an adult. But that's for alcohol, too. If you're a raging alcoholic, you're going to lose your kids. The prime function of schooling should be to equip the future generations to find jobs. No. Education. Come on. Critical thinking. Well, they don't teach that no more, but some people with serious inheritable disabilities should not be allowed to reproduce. Whew, boy, that's evil. That's evil. That's like, if I say you're stupid, you should not be able to reproduce. What kind of world is that? Oh, that bothers me. I feel dirty with that question, reading it. The most important thing for children to learn to accept is discipline. What the fuck? How about virtue, morality, being a good person, thinking for yourself? That's terrible. I can't click that one enough. There, it took 3 times to get it. There are no savage and civilized peoples. There are only different cultures. I disagree with that. There's still cultures and civilizations of people where they practice cannibalism. Jesus. No, there's not different culture. They're savages. Those who are able to work and refuse the opportunity should not expect society's pay. No. If you can get a job, get a fucking job. I strongly agree with that. You should not expect my money. If you are troubled, it is better not to think about it, but to keep busy with more cheerful things like watching Friends and, Big Bang Theory and whatever the fuck it is. If you're troubled, there's something wrong with your life, and you should actually spend some time to think about it to figure out what it is. So yeah. It's better to not think about it. No, fuck you. I disagree. The first generation immigrants can never be fully integrated within their new country. I disagree with that. Of course they can be. What does that mean good for most corporations? That mean good for us? Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because if a corporation is doing really good, that means people want it. No broadcasting institution, however independent of its content, should ever receive public funding. I disagree with that. If you want to support something, support it. Who the fuck is to tell you can't support something? Okay, our civil liberties are being excessively curbed in the name of counterterrorism. Have you read the Patriot Act? No, I have. Of course it is. Significant advantage of a one-party state is it avoids all arguments. Well, of course it does. Of course. Of course dictatorships are more successful in policy. Doesn't mean they're right, but that's what that question is. See, they're trying to... That question right there pushes you to the right. That one right there automatically pushes you to the right. And it's unfair because it's empirically true. If you run a government with only one party, then you're going to avoid arguments that delay progress. Gee, it's just so stupid. I feel stupid reading that. Oh, here, how about this one? Although the electronic age makes official surveillance easier, only wrongdoers need to be worried. Well, I disagree. Who decides who's a wrongdoer? The death penalty should be an option for the most serious crimes. Okay, now I'm going to disagree with this one, and I'm going to tell you why. Bring back the chain gangs. If you kill somebody, chances are you probably don't give a fuck about your life, and you actually wish that you were dead yourself, and you want to take as many people out as you can. But what if the penalty, if you got caught, was to live to be an old man, working hard on the side of the road, cleaning up litter, fixing potholes, whatever it would be. Just the old, videos of breaking rock with a sledgehammer. Just do that till the day you die. I'm pretty sure that would be a deterrent for violent crime. So that's why I'm saying no death penalty, hard labor. And then look at the research behind how much does it cost for an inmate on death row versus an inmate with life in prison. So, yeah, strongly disagree with that. Because, again, we're doing only strongly or strongly. We're not doing this passive-aggressive disagree bullshit. Because what are you, soy boy? Come on. In a civilized society, one must always be... Okay, so in a civilized society, you need somebody to command and somebody to obey? No, I disagree with that. If we're talking true civilization, we can all get along. Abstract art that doesn't represent anything shouldn't be considered art at all? Of course not. Art represents life. I can show you pictures of people going to an art museum staring at a picture of just a white wall, and they think that's art. No, that's stupid. That's not art. Punishment should be more important. Yeah, if you break the law, you should be punished. It's a waste of time to rehabilitate some criminals. Yeah, I agree with that. Some people are just fucked. A business person is more important than a manufacturer or the artist. Yes, I agree. What are you going to paint with if somebody didn't make those paintbrushes? What are you going to draw with if somebody didn't make that crayon and the paper? So, mothers may have careers, of course they can, but their first duty is to be homemakers. Well, you're just going to spit out a kid and send them off to daycare? No. Take care of your family. That's the most important job a woman can do. We're bringing it back to 50s here on this channel. Come on. Multinational companies are... no, I disagree. Making peace with the establishment is an aspect of maturity. Come on now. Come on. All right, astrology explains many things. No, I strongly disagree with that. Some, but no, but our cosmos is shifting all the time. So if you're born as a Gemini like I am, well, 2,000 years ago, I probably would have been like a Sagittarius. So how can I relate to that? Some people it doesn't match up at all. You cannot be moral without being religious. Well, religion brings us all of our morals, so I strongly disagree with that. Charity is better than Social Security? Oh, of course it is. People are naturally unlucky, of course. No, I'm not going to have my school install religious values to my child. I'm going to do that. 66. Sex outside of marriage is usually immoral? Immoral. Well, that means if you're in your 20s, you're not married yet, you're not allowed to have sex? I mean, come on, what kind of bullshit is that? Same sex should not be excluded. I agree with that. Pornography should be legal. Yes, of course it should be. What goes in a bedroom should be private. I agree. No one can feel. I believe people are actually born that way, and it's developed during puberty. Yes, it has gone too far. Openness about sex has gone too far. Just look up the videos of drag queens gyrating their hips in front of 4-year-olds and reading books. Yes, we're sexualizing children. That means sexuality has gone too far. Let's see where I stand. Let's just skip all this shit. The authoritarian, libertarian, left, right, that's all bullshit. You're either a totalitarian prick or you're an anarchist psycho. That's the far left, that's the far right. There's no up and down, there's no quadrant here. That's bullshit. Okay, so here's Stalin, Hitler. Notice they're all far left. Authoritarian. Friedman, far right. Libertarian. Gandhi, libertarian. Holy shit. So I am more libertarian than Milton Friedman, who is a really intelligent guy. Look him up, Milton Friedman. Watch his videos. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry for going too long. There you go. You can look at it for yourself. Like, subscribe. I'm going to try to do a video a week again. Thank you.